This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, let's talk about it. Lomachenko is not motivated to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, Let's talk about it, man. How you not motivated to fight a guy because what? You're not motivated. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, So, all of a sudden, when it comes time to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, you're not motivated. I have to say it again, because this shit makes no sense. It's a things that make you say, It's a things that make you say, Look, man, it boils down to one thing. He doesn't want to get knocked the fuck out. Let's just be honest. Let's be real. Let's keep it a buck. Let's call it 1,000 here. Gervonta Tank Davis will get this man up out of there. Gervonta Tank Davis will demoralize this guy's psyche. In his boxing career, fighting a guy like Tank will completely expose him for the mediocrity of a fighter that he is. And we know this at its truest and its most properest levels. You know, we've always said this before. There's levels to this shit. And there's gears. And the levels and the gears are as simple as this. Lomachenko does not belong in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis. And he knows this. He understands this. So here comes the cockamamie DuckTales. DuckTales. There's a stranger out to find you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do is grab on you some DuckTales. It's a motherfucking DuckTales. You can smell a duck a mile away. If it's a duck, quack, quack. If it looks like a duck, quack, quack. If it sounds like a duck, quack, quack. Then in all essence, we don't need a corpus callosum. We don't need a cerebellum. We don't need a medulla oblongata to figure out that, guess what? It's a duck. Because once you see a duck, you know a duck. Ducking off of the fact that you are no longer motivated. This is the biggest payday of your boxing career. This is the biggest fight of your boxing career. This is a legacy defining fight. And you don't come to the conclusive state of wanting to fight the fight, it's because you don't want to get embarrassed. You don't want to get exposed. You don't want to get done the fuck up. See, we have to be honest with ourselves here. We have to look at everything in its most visceral form of cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth-teller fashion. And what does it tell you? Tank, fight after fight, is getting better and better. Tank, fight after fight, is strategically getting himself in more of a positioning way. Tank, fight after fight, is constantly improving. Tank, fight after fight, is constantly hitting new gears. And everyone knows that, including Lomachenko himself. So it is not a mystery. It is not an aberration. This is not an epiphany. This is not an enigma. This is not a situation where all of a sudden Loma just came to this place where he has other options on the table. Because what are the other options? Does he have any other fights lined up? No. So it's a DuckTales. A DuckTales. There's a stranger out to find you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do is grab on you some DuckTales. I want to say it again. It's a DuckTales, man. I get it. Tank has tanks in his hands. Both hands have proven to showcase that he can unload tanks on you. So it makes sense. It behooves you as a fighter to stay away, to keep your rabbit ass away from a guy like that in the ring, because you understand that a guy like that will end your boxing career. A guy like that will decide your fate in such a conclusive fashion, in such what we would say a final flush, and what we would say in an emphatic fashion. Lomachenko doesn't want to become a meme because he understands Tank will meme his ass. And it won't be that good meme. It's going to be that meme where fight fans are going to say, you see, we knew all along Loma didn't belong in the ring. Loma didn't belong in the ring to fight guys. See, guys always want to say Tank, his career is quote unquote pushed by the Mayweather promotions. His career quote unquote has been maneuvered carefully. His career quote unquote, they've given him certain types of opponents. But if that's the case, Lomachenko, this is the opportune moment to prove that that's the case, right? Why were you so ready to get in the ring with Devani, but you wasn't ready to get in the ring with Lomachenko? I mean, you wasn't ready to Lomachenko. You wasn't ready to get in the ring with Tank. It's because Loma knows who he can fight and who he can't fight. So you have to understand things about bullies. Bullies know who they can bully, and bullies know who they can't bully. With Tank, you're not a bully. With Tank, you know you're getting bullied. Let me say it again. With Tank, you are not a bully. With Tank, you know you are getting bullied. And Loma knows this. And this is why Loma doesn't want the fight. Can you blame him? He knows he's going to get done the fuck up. Can you blame him? He knows he would lose a fight like that. Can you blame him? He knows that he shouldn't even be in the ring with a fighter of that magnitude, of a fighter of that epic proportion, of a fighter that's that box office. So when it's all said and done, we got to call a spade here. We got to keep it real. We got to keep it a buck. We got to keep it 1,000. Lomachenko, and you heard it here first, it's not that he's not motivated. It's he's simply ducking Gervonta Tank Davis. And if that isn't what it is, then I don't know what is. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.